Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back.
Man, in all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When you're undefeated league champ.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Villa. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Ducks! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside. Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And the Ducks are in the hurry up. Handoff from the gun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Try to get it on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Pullman. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He looks that one in nicely. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? The option look. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already with this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinators got to love that.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the...
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The snap sets up the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. On target over the middle. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw, getting some heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Unloads it left. He makes a catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Villa. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third down, he drops the throw. Got the quick pass. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The give to the left. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On third down, going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Ducks want to move quickly. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. On 4th down, looking to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Afterburner's coming. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds his tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there?
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
Here we go. Acorn. Arrow.
He's looking to throw it. Fires it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Godet.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it on 1st down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Trying to get in the end zone again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
42 Spider. 4-2 Pop.
To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Line gets set, first down.
Igloo.
Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
Lasso.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than pulling another pick. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience. None.
Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. He's like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to
going deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got a man in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gator.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying out to the left. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Ducks are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Running with power.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his routes.
Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, but man, your receiver has to make that play for you.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Griffin!
He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Open runway ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Got it in the middle. It's Godet.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback adapting. Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the air. Makes his connection. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Tuna!
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He caught it. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller and certainly through the quarterback.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the 0 at the 37.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Fires to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll throw it on first down. Soft spot in the middle.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
The Ducks are marching down the field.
Lion, green 25.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Just steamrolling his way through. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to get to him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't.
He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Here's the handoff. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
The give to the tailback. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Got it.
And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20.
42 Spider.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They want to throw it. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Here we go.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Paul move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Finds a tight end. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On second down, he's looking downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll let it go down the right side. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's looking to throw it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely.